Hey, welcome back. This is EC's EDC, and today we're taking a look at a few bags. Today's video is going to be a comparison for packable bags that I've had the pleasure to use, travel with, bring on different trips. And I wanted to talk about, my experience with these different bags. And, there's a lot of packable bags in the market, so I felt that, perhaps some of my experiences might be helpful for you if you're looking to pick out maybe just that one packable bag to hit your needs. So with that, let's dive in. We are taking a look at a few brands. We're looking at Aer. So we've got the Aer Go Pack 2. This is their lunar gray version. We have quite a few bags from Matador. No surprise, Matador is one of the most, what would you call them? Prolific, ultralight, wet weather, packable bag travel companies, I guess you could say. They've been in it for a long time and they do it really well. So we've got the Freerain22. We have the Refraction backpack, which is a 16 liter. We have two collaboration bags Matador did. These are both the EDX backpacks. This is the original in XPac VX07. This one is the EDX Lite backpack with VX07, but also with some ultra lightweight materials that we're gonna look at. And the last bag is by Triple Aught Design. This is the Azimuth. So, bunch of bags here on the table. I'm not gonna have them all packed out. I'll show you what they look like when they're packed out in sort of the B-roll, the footage that you guys usually see. But we're gonna start with, let's start with Matador, because there are so many of them. So actually, let's just move these out of the way. So first bag up, this is the Matador Freerain22. It is ultra lightweight. And I mean, this thing packs down super small. Its weight is 10.6 ounces. This is a 22 liter backpack. It features 70D Robic Nylon, also 50D ripstop at the bottom where you're going to want that additional durability. It has a roll top with weather resistance PU coated zippers. And additionally, this guy has taped seams on the inside. So this is, out of the bunch, by far going to be the most waterproof backpack we're looking at. Now Matador offers the Freerain line. There's the Beast line, which is more ultralight hiking, and I would say this is more of a day pack versus a outdoor pack. So we won't be looking at the Beast, but this Freerain is super versatile. On the outside of this bag, we have, see if I can show you here in both sets of footage, there are two bottle pockets. These are made from a stretch mesh, very secure, very durable feeling. Some mesh pockets we use for bottles or side pockets, they can feel a little softer. This has a much tougher feel. Hard to describe, but very durable feeling material. There are gear loops all over the place. There are two small Hypalon gear loops near the top of the bag. There are lower gear loops here. This is going to be good for tethering trekking poles, maybe a tripod, you know, whatever you're going to attach to the outside of your bag, you've got plenty of attachment points. Here, let's see if we can bring this out. This is the side of the bag. You also have a compression strap, so if you were going to put something in the bottle, or in the bottle pocket, the side pocket here, that's taller, you can use this compression strap to, you know, tighten that down, lash it closer to the side of the bag. There is no structure to this. It is really here to be ultra light, packable, water resistant bag. Straps, quite literally see-through. We got a little bit of branding, a Hypalon strip here. You could lash gear to this. We've got, in fact, load lifters on the shoulder straps here, which, you know, 22-liter bag, I don't know how much you're going to put into it, but just that little extra pull can make the bag a little bit more comfortable. So I'm glad that's included. It's a nice addition. But we really went minimalist here, Matador. The straps that tether, the nylon that tethers the strap to the base of the bag, very small, very thin, but still feels very robust. So let's look at the roll top now. The roll top is sealed with a PU coated zipper. Again, inside the bag throughout, we're gonna see all of these tape seams, making it really great for the rain. No structure, so this bag's gonna pretty much conform to whatever you have in here. Please keep that in mind, because if you've got big lumpy items, you're gonna feel it against your back. You will have to be strategic about how you get stuff in there. But out of the bags, like I mentioned, this is the most water resistant bag, and Matador does recommend that you roll it at least 3 times before you secure it to give it the best water resistance possible. And you know, it's super light, so it's kind of hard to show here. It doesn't stand on its own by any means, but hopefully you can see a better perspective once I put up the drone footage and share some on-body images. Now, nothing on the inside. So while you're sitting here looking at what this might look like while I'm wearing it, there's no internal organization. It's just a stuff sack. And speaking of a stuff sack, Matador will include a small packable bag that you can fold this up into to make really small, just about the size of, you know, a baseball, maybe a softball, and throw that into whatever bag you're going to be traveling with. So ultralight, very packable, super weather resistant, great materials, and you know, very minimalist. So great option if you're thinking about going on a hike somewhere at your destination and you want to be extra cautious about weather and waterproof. Yes, it is not submersible though. So, and you know, before we go further, I realized I never put this water bottle into one of the pockets, just so you can see it fits. That is your bottle inside the pocket. All right, next bag. Now we have the Matador Refraction backpack. This is a 16-liter backpack. This has been on quite a few trips. You can see it's actually pretty filthy. I'm not sure what that is in the bottom, but this bag is actually the bag my wife chooses to take with us when we travel if she's looking for a day bag at the destination. This packs up very small. You can choose to either just lay it flat underneath your clothing or in whatever bag you're bringing, but it also rolls up into its own pocket. So you can fold it into thirds and then sort of roll it up. It does fit into its own zipper here, which makes it very convenient for travel. No extra stuff sack. I've actually lost the stuff sack with the Freerain22, so one plus side to rolling up into itself. Now, the Refraction backpack is a little bit more padded, a little bit more structured. You're gonna feel a little bit of foam in the straps. You still have the very minimalist nylon, very minimalist chest strap, which does come with the bag, which is great. Small handle at the top of the bag, and they even provide a quick access pocket, which is fantastic. So this is going to be a really great bag, 16 liters, a little bit small. It looks, I think, too small on my frame. I'm 6 foot, but it's perfect for my wife. So on the front here, we do have one zip pocket. This is a stretch mesh material, so this will accommodate some larger items, but again, it's just a little bigger than my hand. That same stretch mesh extends to the side here, where you're going to see one side pocket. These are really well sized. You can get, this is a 25-inch water or 25-ounce water bottle that fits in there no problem. In fact, there's even still some room to spare before it would really start to grab onto the bottle. Matador has added some nice little security loops here where you can stick your zipper pulls. You know, you're traveling, this is your day pack, perhaps you're venturing into, you know, a new city or a different country and you just want to be safe with your valuables. You can tuck those under there and it's not going to keep anybody out, but it's going to definitely deter theft and make you feel a little bit more confident while you're, you know, in an unknown destination. Zippers are PU coated YKKs. I think they're number 5. They're pretty small. But on the inside of the bag, it is, actually let's just flip it inside out. There's nothing to speak of. So it is also just a dump sack. Seams are not taped on this guy. So very simple, very lightweight backpack, but as opposed to the Freerain22, you're gonna get a little bit more padding, you're gonna get a little bit more foam, a little bit more structure, and perhaps might be a little bit more comfortable. So, Freerain22 by Matador. All right, the last 2 bags from Matador are going to be those collaboration bags. These are the EDX backpacks. This one came first. This is the EDX one, I guess you could say. It is made of XPac's VX07. This bag is very lightweight. I did forget to say how much those other bags weighed. We'll put those on the screen so you can see it. This EDX is 15 ounces, so 425 grams. It has YKK zippers throughout. They are all PU coated, and it does offer 2 side pockets for bottles or whatever else you want to throw in there. This has one front pocket here, nice size stash pocket. You're going to fit a lot of pouches, great for smaller things, sunscreen, you know, you're going out and about, chargers, easy to get to, and the water will not be penetrating due to those, the PU coated zippers. There's another zip here on the front, which allows you to get into the main compartment of the bag. I have found this is my preferred travel bag. And the reason for that, I will say, my favorite packable bag when I travel is because I really like the combination of the waterproofing on this bag, the thicker, slightly padded straps. The back panel here offers a little bit of mesh where you're gonna breathe on your back, much better than you would, say, you know, on the Refraction where it's just sort of a panel. There's also a luggage pass-through, which you know, if you really wanted to go minimalist and pair this with rolling luggage, you can throw it over that handle, making your hands and your back free. So it does come with a sternum strap, very minimal, a little bit more robust than what we saw on the other two bags. Same with the nylon, a little bit thicker. Also comes with some strap management. Now on the inside, actually before we go to the inside, it does also offer 3 handles, which I find to be very convenient. So nice touch there. On the inside, we do have a very bright exterior, very bright. That blaze orange that you see in some of those collaboration bags. But on the inside, we have a magnetic laptop sleeve, or enclosure for the laptop sleeve. Now, this is a packable bag, so I don't know if this is totally necessary. It does fit a 16-inch MacBook Pro. So if you were traveling and you wanted to bring your big MacBook and also bring a very, unpadded packable backpack, it does work. And there is one zip pocket here on the front side of that laptop sleeve. And the laptop sleeve is suspended. It comes to right about here. So it is off the ground, but there's no structure. So if your bag's not really packed out and you put this down, the laptop will definitely make contact with the ground. So this bag, very similar to the newer version. This is the EDX Lite, just ever so much lighter. This one was 15 ounces. This one comes in at 13.09 ounces, so 2 ounces lighter. Also featuring that XPac VX07, but we also have here the 70D Robic sort of ultra grid ripstop nylon to give you a little bit lighter materials. They also minimized weight with reducing on the inside here. There's no magnet for the laptop enclosure, so a couple ounces there, probably reducing the weight. Otherwise, these bags are pretty much identical. You're gonna have that front pocket here, and then you have the additional side pocket, which allows you to access the inside of the bag. The only other difference here on the inside, besides the magnet, is there's no zip pocket here. This also fits a 16-inch laptop. Not sure you'd need that, but that's the capacity it can fit. Definitely going to fit all your iPads. So your iPad Pro, the iPad Airs, those are all going to fit in there, no problem. So just a quick look at the back panel so you can see it. Very similar straps as the EDX1. We do feature that grid stop material on the front side of the straps. You get the same sternum strap that we saw on the first one, and we still have the 3 carry handles, but instead of having the instead of having the luggage pass through here, this is how they would want the luggage, the trolley handle to be stowed. Still got your bottle pockets. This is that ripstop material. It is the same size as the other, the EDX side pockets, and they feature magnetic closures to help keep them flush on the bag when not in use. So this bag was the newer of the 2 versions. Not my personal favorite of the 2. I think this one's a better bag in general. 2 ounces doesn't make a difference. I prefer a little bit less orange on the exterior. And I also like the back panel better. Breathes, in my opinion, and offers, to me, a more sleek and subdued appearance. So, my personal favorite out of the bags that I'm going to show you today, this bag comes with its own stash bag or stash pocket as well. Both of them do, in fact, and you would just roll this into thirds, and then this would just roll up like so, and you could do it much neater than that, but it fits a little bit smaller than that when you actually do it well into its own little pocket. So fits great in a lot of bags, but you can also just pack it flat underneath things. I've actually preferred to slide this into my Civic travel bags by Evergoods. That extra space you have in the laptop compartment, this fits in there perfect. So that's how I bring this with me when I travel. And try to get some images of that put in here somehow. Next up, we have the Aer Go Pack 2. This is a great bag. I've had 2 of these, sold it the first time, moved into the Matador world, then came back and got this in Lunar Gray. This Go Pack, this second version too especially, is a really fantastic bag. This is going to be the most robust of the packable bags that we're going to look at today. This is going to feature the most amount of foam padding, structure, feature set. This is really going to be a very minimalist backpack in general, everyday carry backpack. So this will be harder for you to pack. It does lie flat pretty well, but weight-wise, it's 1.3 pounds, so it's going to be a few ounces heavier than the other bags we're looking at. Now, on the exterior, we have a 210D Cordura material. Feels great, has sufficient weather resistance for, out and about in the city, traveling. But we've got this great dump pocket on the front. This dump pocket is what actually led me to wanting to try this bag in the first place. So useful, right? Rain jacket, knickknacks, souvenirs, sunscreen, whatever you want, easy access to. This pocket's incredible. We do feature 2 bottle pockets or side pockets. They are closed or secured by a little bit of elastic that travels across the top. They do accommodate some larger bottles. This is a very slim 25-ounce bottle, so no problem. This doesn't even sweat trying to hold that inside. And we've got, one on each side. A little bit of branding here by Aer. And then as we look at the top of the bag, we do see there is a quick access pocket. So this is very sizable, very wide, about that deep. Very nice quick access pocket. The other bags we looked at, they don't have quick access pockets. So this is the first bag we're seeing with additional features outside of, bottle pockets on the outside. Taking a look at the harness system and the back panel, we can see here that there is a nice thick mesh. There's also a bit of foam in there, making this way comfier than the bags down here. With the exception of the EDX, I will say the EDX is fairly comfortable even though there's less foam and less padding. We have a vertical luggage pass-through. Nice touch. It is a little loose and flappy, but once you get some things in here, this sort of fills out a little bit more and doesn't become so, just loose. Straps, sufficient, decent foam padding. They feel good, they're comfortable. Yes, they're narrow, but again, this is designed to be a packable bag. So you're gonna be on the go, it's coming with you. You wanna minimize the weight of the bag itself. So, you're gonna have some sacrifices to make, but they do come with a D-loop on the front, and they also come with some strap keepers down here. So some nice thoughtful additions by Aer to give you some more functionality out of this bag. We do have one handle, and Aer makes great products, and this is a very nice handle for such a small packable backpack. It's got a nice amount of foam in there. The seatbelt material feels great in your hand, and overall just best handle out of the bunch for sure. So let's take a look at the inside of this bag. This is your quick access pocket. So again, very sizable. Going to be plenty of space for your cell phone, keys, room card key for your hotel, whatever else you want to put in here that you need access to on the go. Ample amount of space. We have a laptop sleeve. This is not really structured, but it is divided and it is suspended. So the laptop sleeve comes down to right about where you see this stitch mark at the bottom of the black mesh. So you get about a ½ inch, maybe a whole inch off the ground there. And then we have one stretch mesh pocket here, which is great. It's going to accommodate some larger, maybe a little bulkier or wider items. And this laptop compartment will fit, again, up to a 16-inch machine. So consider that this is a packable bag. It's not going to be the most comfortable for carrying a large, full-size laptop, but it does fit nonetheless. And then on the other side of the inside, we have here two rounded sort of drop-in pockets. These are great for pouches. Maybe you want to separate some smaller items. Easy to find items when you're on the go. Just for size, this is about how deep those pockets are, where my finger's pointing to. So, maybe 6 inches here. Providing you some additional storage that you don't get on the inside of the bags we've looked at down there. So the Aer Go Pack, great bag, tons of features, front dump pocket, quick access, luggage pass-through, internal storage, and probably, and most importantly, the most amount of padding. So, great option from Aer. And last, we have the triple design Azimuth. This is, let's see if we can flatten this out a little bit. Undo the buckles. There you go. That is what this looks like. So this is a 19-liter backpack. Weight is 0.8 pounds. So on the lighter side, this is made of XPac's VX07 as well. Actually, I'm sorry. This is VX21. So thicker than the other XPacs we've seen in the video. If it's important to you, this bag is made in the USA. Does not feature YKK zippers throughout, but there are YKK zippers in the bag. This one in particular is, it's not a roll top, but it does feature that side buckle, not even compression, but just to allow it to sort of keep these large pointed top areas contained after you've packed it out. So this offers 2 bottle pockets. These are very simple bottle pockets. There's no elastic, nothing to keep retention on the bottle, but they do fit some of the slimmer bottles pretty well. What I like about this bag is this pocket here also operates as a larger internal bottle pocket. It could also just be a massive side access pocket, but this fits many bottles, and many bottles much larger than this one as well. I found this to be very useful on the go, just slinging the bag over the side, being able to rip in and out of that. So while the other bags don't feature quick access besides the Aer Go Pack, I would consider this to be as close as you can get to a nice quick access pocket. So on the inside of the bag, actually, let's flip it over. So here we've got those side buckles to compress the top of the bag. The back panel is just VX21. No air mesh, no padding, just fabric, and it's very simple. So like the Matador Freerain, what you pack in there, you have to be strategic because you will feel those items pressing against your back, especially the sharper ones or the corners of sharper items. Comes with a sternum strap, which is easily attached here at the webbing. Standard ladder locks down at the bottom. And we do have a very simple handle here. Above the handle, there is a very large pass-through. This is for what could be a bottle pass-through or, a hose pass-through with your bladder. But I'd say it's way bigger than they needed to make it. They could have made it a quarter of the size and it still would have been sufficient. I actually worry about this being so large that it potentially allows water you don't want to get into a bag to find its way in. It's at the top, and depending on how your weight of items is pulling, this could easily, open up on you. But overall, comfortable bag. Triple Aught design offers a control panel, and pairing the control panel, which I don't own, pairing the control panel with this bag will provide you additional structure and usability in terms of the inside. So this will be a little tougher to see, but here on the inside of the back panel, we can see these Hypalon loops. This is where the control panel would tether to, and it would just lay flat in here, but that would definitely provide structure and help keep the bag feeling a little bit more rigid while it's on your back. There is one internal pocket. So we have this mesh pocket here at the top. Not exactly quick access, but one nice internal pocket is always great to have on a bag like this. And we have a simple nylon piece of fabric here with a tri-glide, allowing you to get creative. This can be looped over, turning it into something to lash an item to inside the bag. So this is, again, the Triple Aught design Azimuth 19 liter bag in VX21. So we've looked at a lot of bags, 4 from Matador and 1 from Triple Aught design, 1 from Aer. And we're just gonna run through them one more time to kind of give you a high-level overview of, in my opinion, what they do best. So if you're looking for the most waterproof backpack out of the bunch, the Matador Freerain22 is gonna be the ticket. Tape seams, roll top, pretty much 100% waterproof unless you're submerging it for prolonged periods of time. So this is going to be what you want. Also packs up super small, pretty much down to nothing. So this is your outdoor hiking adventure bag, but zero structure. While we're talking about Matador, we've got these two guys, the EDX bags. These are going to be, in my opinion, your best option for all around. So waterproofing, fantastic. You've got the VX07 material, PU coated zippers. The seams are not taped, but they are hydro guarded. So there's additional reinforcement inside the bag at the seams. They provide ample structure. You know, it's minimal, but it's enough. The straps are wide enough, it breathes well, and you get some pockets and layout that I find to be intuitive and useful when you're on the go. So these two, my favorite. They are collaborations, unfortunately, so they're hard to find, only on the secondary at this point. But if you can get your hands on one, I think they're well worth the effort and you know, the money to obtain them. Then you've got this Matador Refraction. This is a smaller bag, so it's 16 liters. This is going to be great for folks who are, you know, smaller than me. I'm 6 foot. I think this is a little bit too small for me, but it's very comfortable and provides, you know, some nice features with elastic water bottle or side pockets, one front pocket, hydro or PU coated zippers throughout the bag, and some minimal foam padding, allowing for, you know, additional comfort on the go. Small bag, easy to pack, packs into itself, which is another plus. So no stuff sack to lose. Great all-around bag, especially for someone who's a little bit smaller. Then we've got the triple Aught design. This bag is very similar to the EDX. I would say that the only downside to this over the EDX bags is there aren't as many pockets for storage in its layout. Also, I don't really understand the point, you know, of having this clasp. It doesn't do anything. It feels to me it's purely for aesthetics, just the way they designed it. Now, I don't have a control panel, so I don't really think I'll have the full features and functionality this bag offers, but it is waterproof. We've got PU coated zippers, and it's got XPacs VX21 throughout. So great bag, very lightweight, and packs down pretty small in your additional bags. And lastly, we've got the Aer Go Pack 2. This is the most backpack of all the backpacks. And when I say backpack, I mean it's the most feature rich. This is going to be closest to your EDC style backpacks. It offers a luggage pass through, a laptop compartment, a front dump pocket. You've got internal organization. You've got a quick access pocket at the top and 2 bottle holders or side pockets. Most importantly, it offers the most amount of foam padding and comfort on the back panel. So if you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of weight, this option might be best for you, though it doesn't pack the best. So this will lay flat, but it will take up more space than all of the other bags we've looked at today. Hopefully, this information is helpful for you. It took me a while to go through these bags, have a chance to use them. And I will say that I'm happy with all of them. They're all great. If I only had each one, they'd be fantastic on their own. But with the luxury of having to test all of these, I do think that the EDX is the best of the bunch, outside of maybe that Freerain22. Awesome bag, just not enough structure in my opinion, but it's made for that. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this is useful information. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. And until the next one, I hope you stay good and have a great day. So adios, and we'll see you later.